Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to MIIHF Day 3. Really? 6-7?
Flipped.
Amazing guesses.
Anyways. Exciting game today. Czechia versus Canada. I believe both teams have one loss and one win so far in this tournament. Or maybe Czechia has 2 wins. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm joined by Monkey, Cartoony Man, and Ghosty Ferret.
Okay.
Monkey, what should we expect going into this game?
Czechia's really only played one game. Coming into this, they had a forfeit win, and their first game was versus Sweden, where they had a dominant 8-3 victory. I think we can expect Czechia to be the dominant team here, as Canada is 0-2, losing by a decent margin both games. I am predicting this is going to be a powerhouse display by the Czechia offense.
Yeah, and you know, Canada has Panda Man. He's you know, always in for a pretty solid performance, but you know, 0-2 is 0-2. Cartoony Man, have you watched any of this tournament so far?
I've watched a decent amount, yeah.
Okay, what do you think going into this game?
I think Czechia is definitely gonna dominate here. They got the more powerhouse players on every aspect. They got, I believe, Orange Panda and Net, just the better Panda. I'm not gonna lie. I think they have a better defensive, offensive, and goalie core than any other team in this tournament so far.
All right, well, we only have 30 seconds left, so we'll get into score predictions. I'll start with Ghosty Fred on my right.
Siffin's gonna score 8 goals. I think Canada's gonna win like 8-2.
Yeah, Canada might be playing Ned, and that's my goat, so I think I'm gonna take Canada 5-1. Monkey?
Yeah, give me 4-3 Czechia.
And Cartoony Man?
Give me 5-4 Czechia, the aim god Sock scoring game-winning goal.
Okay, so split desk here, so no guarantee on who's gonna win, but we'll send it up to the booth with Shadow HYT, who will take us through this game.
All right, face off between Siffin and Sticks FPS. P2 towards the net. Orange Panda's going to poke that away. Siffin tries to get a shot on net. Crouched on by SCP. Efret getting it up to Sticks. Get away. Shot on net. Orange Panda makes a good stop. Up the boards with Sticks FPS and Siffin. Panda Man hits it to the corner. Panda Man trying to get up wall. Gets it up to Siffin. A little bit of space. Hits it up to Efret though. Battle in the corner. Efret emerges victorious. Sticks FPS still going down the wall. Now scooped by JP Lamau. JBHLer. Hit up though, but it's going to be swatted by Panda Man, who is skating, and Vanilla Egg is in net. That's a development I did not notice, but saved by Orange Panda to get a restart on the play. Face off in 2 seconds between Rated and Sox. Sox is going to hit that forward, but it's going to be kept in by Outduel. That Sox is going to retrieve it again. Again swatted by Outduel. Canada offense doing a good job of keeping the pressure. Shot from a weird angle. Orange Panda's going to glove that up. Ned trying to keep it in, but he's hit away by Sox. Rated's going to take it away. Now hit away from Outduel. Sox and Ned on the board. Rated. It's hit away. Sox has the puck now. Shot on wide of the net, but Vanilla Egg will glove it just in case. Biscuit's got it. Into the slot. Sox shot and saved by Vanilla Egg. Going up wall, Biscuit and Outduel. Hit up to Nick though, who's going to cross it, but nobody's going to be there. Rated hits it past Sticks, who's trying to make up for his mistake. Rated. Trying to get it on the wall, is going to go for a line change though instead. Siffin trying to keep it. Pressured by Sticks FPS. Siffin gets it past. Shot on net. Saved by Orange Panda. Rebound. Poked away by Efret. Up by Efret. Efret looking for the cross. Too far though, as no one's up in time. Siffin looking for a pass. Possible shot on net. JP Lamau won't be able to get it off in time. 6 FPS misses the scoop. Recovers. up the boards. Stopped by Panda Man. Panda Man switching it around, but Sticks FPS holds on to it. 6 FPS getting his shot on. It's off the post. SCP and JP Lamau in the corner. JP Lamau going to get it out, but it's going to be hit back in by Sticks. Panda Man trying to break this out. 6 FPS looking for a pass here. Can't get it off. Bell in the corner. Sticks holding on to it for now. Still pressured in the back end. And Sticks trying to get it in front, but can't. Nick Levin's going to hit it back in as he goes for a change with Socks back on the ice. Pressured by Outduel. Outduel looking for an early goal here. Hit off the side. Looks accidental, but it's going to be called anyways. Probably a good call there as he gets smacked off the puck. And we will see our first power play of the game for Team Czechia. Socks. Oh, no, Biscuit is going to be taking a face-off. As he's going to pull it back to Nick. Nick is going to miss and dump it into the zone. Ned's going to hit it up to Rated. Rated on the wall. They're battling. Hits it back to Ned. Ned P3s it up. Nobody there, but it's good. Penalty kill play. Shot on net. Shorty. Pull back. Tries to get it through. Can't do it. Rated dominating on the penalty kill right now. Hit up to Socks, though. Socks has a little bit of space. Socks looking for a shot on net. 5-hole gloved up by Vanilla Egg. Socks trying to get it in the slot. Can't. Challenged by Ned. Ned doing a splendid job. Curved into the net by Socks, and he scores. First goal of the game, a power play goal by Socks. Czechia's on the board. It is 1-0 Czechia.
That was looking tough. Yeah, just a nice pullback goal from behind the net. Goes for a curve out in front. Nothing really Vanilla Egg could do about it unless you got a good glove. I mean, it was a good penalty kill from Canada. Just at the end, they let up a good opportunity. And both these teams are a little bit on the weaker side from what their full strength should be. So, pretty. It's going to be players like Socks who are going to make pretty big impacts.
And I will hand it back over to Shadow HIT as he's returned.
Thank you very much. Had some technical errors there. Socks wins face-off, attempts to get it up, but it's stopped by Socks. Has it again, shoots, and he scores.
Wow. Yeah, Aim God strikes again. Second of the game in the span of what, like 5 seconds? Not something I'm looking forward to saying, but again, Aim God's there. I will point out definitely a defensive lapse there by Panda Man 1010. Again, skating this game, which he was not last game, but I believe they do not have a competent enough 6th man, so he had to step in there. But sadly, a defensive lapse by Sif and JP Lamau and Panda Man, and the Aim God is going to capitalize.
Both teams lining up for face-off here again. Siffin wins that one. Can't get it up past. Siffin pushing it up for Team Canada. Taking it behind net against Socks. Socks attempts to slot pass. Siffin pulls back to slot. JP Lamau can't grab that. Pan and man. Over to Siffin. Panaman taking it up the boards. Can't get it past Leaf for it. Sticks now. Taking it behind his own net. Pulls back. Whiffs on the puck. Sticks pushing it up here for Team Czechia. Panaman. Sticks. Biscuit. Ooh. Biscuit with some fancy moves there. Ned now. Nick. Outduel has it. Ned. Pieces it up. Pieces it up again. Over to Outduel. Outduel in the corner against Nick. But can make something happen here. Pulls back. Over to slot. Rated is there. Can't get the shot off, though. Dead and Sticks along the boards here. Sticks. But can make something happen here. Slot. Biscuit hits the post. Over to slot again. No one's there to receive. Ned up to Rated. Attempts to get the shot off, but can't. Nick. Passes it up to Socks. And it's a good save right there from Orange Panda as we send it up to the desk.
Thank you, Shadow, HYT, and Monkey. Good first period from Czechia. Able to pot 2 goals off the stick of Socks, who is showing out tonight. You okay, Ghosty Ferret?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Anywho, Ghosty Ferret, first period. Czechia
Yes.
looks pretty good. What does Canada got to do to get back in this one?
They need to find a way to break past the all-time defender Nick 111 back there. He's just really clamping them down.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, elite defenders on the ice, Lee Ferret and Nick 111.
Yeah, it's tough to break through that structure of defense. Really good defenders. Really good.
Yeah. And Monkey, Panaman making the choice to skate tonight, leaving Vanilla Egg in net, and obviously 3 for 5. Excuse me, not the prettiest stat line. What do you think of that decision overall? Was the right decision in hindsight, or is Panaman an idiot?
I think that Canada doesn't really have the depth to where they had a choice. I think that none of these is really Vanilla Egg's fault so far, at least in my opinion. I think that he's kind of just getting piled on. At least both goalies are, but unfortunately Orange Panda is just doing a better job at keeping those out of the net than Vanilla Egg is. And I think that I think it was an all right decision, but I think they were losing either way. So, yeah.
Yeah, and with a little bit of time left, Cartoony Man, Czechia, what do they got to do to close this one out?
Czechia just got to keep what they've been doing. They've got a strong goalie in Orange Panda. Sox obviously got the magic stick tonight, 2 goals within like 5 seconds of each other. Just got to keep doing what they're doing, putting pressure and shots on net, and they should come out this one clear and easy.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. This Canada team is pretty mid. Ned looks good though. It's my goat. Anyways, we'll send it back up booth with Shadow, HYT, and Monkey.
Thank you very much. Siffin wins face-off here. Can't get it past Leaf for it, though. SCP. Up to Panaman 10-10. Up the boards to Siffin. JP Lamau. Panaman. In the corner here. Gets it past SCP for the pass to JP Lamau. Attempts a shot, but it's stopped by Orange Panda. Panaman 10-10 here. Over to Siffin. Trying to get it past Sticks. In the corner. Siffin pulls back. Can't get the shot off. Siffin still has in the offensive zone. Passes over to slot. No one there to connect. Sticks up to SCP. Can't get it though. Panaman 10-10 there to receive. Sticks. Shoots and it's saved by Vanilla Egg. Panaman over to Siffin. Can't get anything moving there. Vanilla Egg knocks it away. Panaman trying to take it up the boards. Panaman and Sticks right there with each other. Rated. Looking to push up. Shoots and he gets it off the post. Sox now. The 2-goal scorer for Czechia. Ned pushes it up to Rated. P3s it up the boards. Nick and Rated in the corner. Sox. Over to Biscuit. Biscuit might have the shot and it's saved by Vanilla Egg. Outduel. Pulls back. Might be trying to make a move here. Nick, up to Sox. Can't get anything moving there, though. Over to Biscuit now. Biscuit being heavily contested by Rated. He wins that one temporarily. Ned, up to Rated again. Biscuit. Over to Nick. Shoots and it's on the line and it's stopped. Siffin. Looking to push it up the boards here. Nick pushes it right back into the offensive zone. Sox now. Over to slot. Panaman stops that though. SCP and Panaman on the puck now. Both looking to make something happen. Sticks and Panaman in a bit of a battle here. Leaf for it. Up to Sticks. Leaf for it. Over to Sticks. Siffin pulls back. Shoots and it's stopped by Orange Pen. It's stopped by him again. 3 saves in a row right there for Siffin. Sticks. Both on the puck here. Panaman pushes it back into the offensive zone. See a bit of a hit there, and it's a delayed penalty on Team Czechia.
Yeah, let me just speak on Orange Panda real quick there. I mean, I know a lot of those were into his chest, but God, this guy is holding it down for his team. I mean, this very well could be a tie game, if not a lead game for Canada, but Orange Panda's been good as Canada calls for a timeout.
And this is a very critical opportunity for Canada here. You get a goal and the momentum swings in your favor and you have a chance to come back in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about the timeout, to be honest. I think that that could be a waste if they're, maybe they're down by 1 goal. They need a timeout later in the game, but I think it could be a smart play for the power play, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
And face-off commencing here as Team Canada starts their power play. Siffin, over to Panaman. Siffin pulls back. Some fancy moves. Over to slot. Orange Panda gloves that. Siffin now shoots. Saved again by Orange Panda. Biscuit on the penalty kill for Czechia here. Biscuit. Siffin pulls back. Fancy moves right there. Attempts the shot off the post. Siffin doing some fancy stuff there. Panaman now. Orange Panda gloves that one. Coming out of the offensive zone for Team Canada as Czechia returns to even strength. Siffin and Sticks in the corner here, looking to make something happen. Over to slot. Youppi L00C is there, but blocked by Sticks. Sticks pushing the puck up for Team Czechia. Rated pings that away, though. And it's a delayed penalty on Team Czechia again, as it is called. And I think it's going to be called a too many men here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I missed the call there, but I mean, this is a chance for the Panda Man power play to get their get back here. Actually, excuse me, Panda Man not on the ice this time. They had a very bad, poorly placed pullback on the last power play, and they kind of just got put in a chokehold for the rest of it. So I think this is time for their redemption, and let's see something from this Canada's special teams.
Both teams lining up for face-off here. Canada's second power play of the game. Outduel. Looking to make something happen here. Sticks. Pulls back. Looking to push it up and waste time on this. Rated in the corner with Socks. Socks looking to push it up here, pass Rated. And Socks is taking it up a little bit. Rated has it now, attempts a shot, but it's blocked by Sticks. Outduel passes to absolutely no one. Outduel gets it just past Sticks. Rated now, over the slot, Siffin! Just misses and hits the post as Team Czechia returns to even strength again. Teams. Siffin now, behind his own net. Gets it past one man. Can he get it past another? Yes, he can. Over to absolutely no one. Biscuit there to pick that one up. And the second period has come to a close. And we will send this one up to the desk.
Thank you, Shadow HYT, and kind of not a boring period, but obviously no goals happening. Poor Siffin is a one-man army out there on the ice. Well, two-man army. He also has Ned. Let's not forget about that. But the score remains 2-0. Canada leading in shots, 11-8. Going into this third period, Ghosty Ferret. Does Canada really have a chance? Because they've kind of been stonewalled in their only good opportunities, even failing on 2 power plays.
Probably not, to be honest. Siffin and Ned just kind of have no help out there. So it's a 2-man show. Panaman being the idiot that he is decided to play skater. So probably just chalk it up for a loss for this one.
I mean, I don't even think Vanilla Egg's playing that bad, but I mean, you have a chance at Panaman and net, and then he's not in net, so it's kind of a, what are you doing kind of moment. But Blunky, Czechia still up 2. They defend two power plays, 2 successful penalty kills for the Czechs, and why do they keep taking pens? Are they dumb or something?
Yeah, probably a mix of everything. I mean, I think it's this Czechia team is, I think, getting a little eager to score at this point. They're up. I think that happens to a lot of players in that later in the game. You're up in the game, you want to score, you want to get on that board, and I think them puck chasing, which has happened on both ends, might be attributing to the cause. So except
Yeah, and Cartoony Man, goalie wise, Orange Panda putting up together a pretty good performance, and he had that spot where he made 3 consecutive saves. How good has he been? How important has he been for Canada or for Czechia? Sorry.
Orange Panda has been incredible this game. I've noticed some game-saving saves. He's had multiple just straight up highway robberies. He's standing on his head right now as is currently, and I'm hoping to see him do more this third period.
Yeah, and as we get to the final 6 minutes of this game, Czechia again still up 2-0 as they look to go to, you said 1-1 Monkey if they win today, something like that. But we'll send it back up to the booth with Shadow HYT.
Thank you very much. And right away, it is an FOV on Siffin of Team Canada.
Yeah, rough start already. But we need to see something from this Canada team. I'm getting tired of watching them shoot nowhere. So
Panaman 10-10 and Sticks lining up for faceoff. Sticks wins that one. Siffin. Corner moves there. I think Sticks is gonna ping that away, but he doesn't. Sticks now over the slot. Vanilla Egg loves that though, and he puts it down. Siffin. Sticks. Pulls back. Attempts Michigan, but it's saved by Vanilla Egg again. Siffin. Leave for it. Looking to push up here. Sticks. Over the slot. No one there to receive. Quat has it though, but no one can capitalize for Team Czechia. Ned. Attempts to pass up to Siffin. Can't get it though. Siffin has it anyway though. Sticks with some fancy moves there. Gets past Panda Man. Can't get past Vanilla Egg though. Sticks taking this back to his own end. Doesn't anymore. PCs it up the ice. Panda Man 10-10 now in his own zone. Pulls back. Socks. Nick now. Nick with the wide open shot on the line, and it's an own goal.
Not again! Oh, Vanilla Egg, not again!
Are you okay, monkey?
Nick goal. I am not, as this has happened multiple times. I love Vanilla Egg to death, but geez, it's like deja vu, man. But I suppose good shot on net by Nick, and rare Nick goal. Defensive defenseman gets on the board, and we are going to see a 3-0 Canada game. Or 3-0 Czechia, I apologize.
So I'm still a little shell-shocked from just hearing Monkey yell no. Both teams lining up for face-off here. And that is an FOV on Youppi L00C. Probably the most... Probably the most obvious FOV.
I will give you a little history. Shadow HIT. The reason I was screaming now as we wait for the face-off is Vanilla Egg has done that. This is his 4th time doing that, I believe.
4th time.
Yeah,
God
it
damn.
happens. It happens. It's
Sox wins
stressful
face-off. Nick now. Biscuit looking to take this one up for Team Czechia. Attempts to pass over the slot. Can't quite get it, though. Biscuit now. Nick. Outduel. Pushes it past Nick. Biscuit right there, though. Has it in the corner. Pulls back. Doing some fancy moves here. Outduel. Outduel looking to push up here. Sox. Youppi L00C. Nick. Throws it up ice. Youppi L00C crouching in front of Sox there. Outduel. Over to Youppi L00C. Gets a shot off, but he can't. Vanilla Egg. Sticks. Looking some fancy moves. Gets it off the post. Stiffen taking it up the ice. Leifert P3's it back up. Panaman over to Stiffen. Leifert over to SCP. Can't get it though. Sticks pushes it up past Panaman. Panaman has it again. Up. Panaman. Making some moves here. Peppered and baked over to the slot, but nothing can happen there. Sticks. Oh, and it's a very nice goal there by Sticks FPS there to give Czechia a 4-0 lead in the 3rd period.
Yeah, a nice pullback goal. I gotta be so honest though, I can't help but feel for Vanilla Egg. I mean, first MIIHF game, this guy gets thrown in and just tossed around. I mean, I think that the quality of shots have been very, very one-sided for Czechia and compared to Canada's red line, blue line P3s from nowhere. So I feel for the guy.
Both teams lining up again here. Sox. It's staying in the center zone right now. Finally gets out. Hi. Oh. Quat. Sox. Rated. With the shot stopped by Orange Pen. And that is a hit on the goalie. Sox pushing this one up for Team Czechia now. Can he get a pass out to him? No, he can't. Raiden now. Looking for his chance. Outduel. In his own zone. Raiden looking to push this one up here. Rated.
Rejected by Anthony Davis.
Out duel. And as an offside here on Team Canada.
Yeah, Orange Panda continuing to stand strong here. Of course, I don't have to cut you off there, but Orange Panda standing strong still, giving his team a comfortable lead.
Siffin wins that one. And it's an FOV on Siffin. Six wins that one. Just past Vanilla Egg there. Leave for it. Panaman. Biscuit attempts to pull back against Panaman. Can't though. Over the leaf for it. Up to Sticks. Sticks can't get the shot off against Ned. Biscuit now. Siffin. And it's a delayed penalty on Team Czechia, giving Canada their third power play of the game, with none of which they've been able to capitalize on so far.
And Czechia calls a timeout, I guess. And given as Czechia will restore their stand for this kill, probably trying to preserve the word I will not say for Orange Panda.
Team Canada pulls their goalie here, looking to get 4 goals in 43 seconds here, pretty much on power play for the rest of the game.
Crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened. And
Yep.
see the face-off coming up. Okay.
Face off coming up here. Siffin and Biscuit. Siffin wins that one. Comes out of the offensive zone now. Panaman 10-10 calling for ref here. Siffin. Behind the net. Over to Panaman. Nothing can happen. Nick. Siffin. In the corner here. Team Czechia looking to just waste time here. Along the boards here. There's a lot of hitting going on late in this third. And they're beating on Orange Panda here.
As he gets a shutout.
Oh my goodness. Don't tune out just yet, folks. Shortly here we have Team Sweden going to be taking on Team Finland on home ice.
Hello, welcome back to the second MIIHF game of the night, Finland versus Sweden. We do not have much time, so I'll just run quick predictions. Shadow HYT, I've met you for the first time today. What are your predictions?
I think both teams are really strong here, but at the end of the day, I
Please
think it's
hurry.
going to be a 2-1 win for Finland.
Awesome, 2-1 win for Finland. Leifer, what do you think's gonna happen?
I think the Finnish will win 2-0.
All right, I don't know who's on either team, so I'll take Sweden 3-1. And well, that was honestly quicker than I thought. Shadow HYT,
Yeah.
do you have anything for this game? Anything important to note for the viewers?
Sweden's playing on home territory.
Okay. Looks like they have Fairby, Zia1, and Rob. Oh my goodness, this is... Never mind, the other team is Sammy the Whale, so I think they're going to win. And now we're going to send it down to, I think, Leifer. I think I'll commentate.
Hello. Big game here in Group A, as the winner of this game moves on to the Final Four and the semifinal. So, pretty big game here for both teams. They want to, keep their gold medal life alive. Sweden started out this tournament losing 8-2 to Czechia, but recovered against the Canadians. So they're here against the Finnish, who forfeited their last game against Czechia. So, and also beat the Canadians. So we're here, both of them tied at 2 points. So again, very massive game for playoff implications, as the Swedes get the first shot of the game with a big save. Pass across Ordex, just going to try and P3 it up, but paying the way there by Glenny Boo. Glenny Boo taking the corner, but Grumpy Bear on defense. Grumpy Bear hitting up to Ordex, passing across, but Robe unable to get a stick on it. Sith Dillon loses the puck to Robe as trying to go forward here. Ordex finds some space to get the shot off, but save there from Cartoony Man, who pangs that one away. Glenny Boo, fast speed 3 down the ice, but no Finnish players are there to receive it, as line changes here for both teams start to happen as a first shift of the game. Pretty quiet, but a couple of shots here and there for the Swedes, as the Finnish haven't really had much offense generated in the first minute of the game. Sammy the Whale, Fairby fighting in the corner. Fairby with a nice move out to the side, but Baba Black Sheep controlling it, waiting for the pressure to come as he passes over to Sammy the Whale. Sammy the Whale can't get his stick on it and turns it over, but still can't get on it, but eventually is cleared. Optical gets a step on Monkey, but Monkey able to hit it back into the corner. Monkey, the big hit there from Optical, as it won't go unpunished. How about Black Sheep in the corner with 2 Swedes, and eventually does lose it out. Z loses the puck, as the first 2 minutes here has been mostly just fought in the middle. How about Black Sheep trying to get a pass in there, but Optical just kind of 2 steps behind that pass. Fairby trying to get the Swede counterattack going on. He does get past 2, but it goes back into this corner. As a nice move there out of the corner, trying to get a shot off, but Baba Black Sheep with the crouch just in time to take the sting off that puck. The first lines of both teams going right back out. Robe trying to make some space for himself, but a good crouch there from Sith Dillon. Can't get it up cleanly, as Robe still has it, but Lenny Boo. A bit of miscommunication there from the Finnish, as Robe takes that one, but Cartoony Man able to hit to the corner. Tex QT cannot field it cleanly, as it did go through him. I don't think Orbeck expected that to happen, but still, nothing has been scored to see, as Tex Q trying to hit it up, but Ordex with a good crouch as a Finnish start up their counterattack. Robe just get a step on Sith Dillon. Robe trying to get something to happen, but again, kind of fighting in this corner. Every attack kind of just seems to be simmering down in these corners in the first 3 minutes of the game. Ordex trying to get a pull back there, but Denny Boo very easily read that one. Frumpy Bear has a bit of space to work with each other. P3s it up to Robe. Robe and Denny Boo here, as Robe does get into this corner of the shot, but Cartoony Man always on his post. Always on his post. It's just his body just hit that one away. Again, fighting in this corner as Robe trying to get some space, but Cartoony Man slides over to make the save. Denny Boo taking it up. Denny Boo takes it past 2 players with a shot there, and a good save by Nixis. The first save he's had to make all day, and very dangerous from Denny Boo. Just takes it up all himself. And Nixis with his favored holding it down after he loves does it a lot. If you watch the MIIHF final, he did this constantly over and over again. So, not to say that I'm surprised, but oh, bad turnover there for Samuel Well. Counter attack here, but Samuel Well does recover. Samuel Well does get it past two of them. Samuel Well still charging forward. Fairybee's on him, and Samuel Well trying to get into the middle, but there's no finished players near him. Optical now sitting in the slot trying to give his players support, but the pass to the middle just hits off of Nix's. And the Swedes go forward, but not as far as Black Sheep. Samuel Well getting a good pass across and a good shot there from Optical, but Nix's a simple save for him in the end. Optical trying to get a pass across, but blocked by Fairby. Z01 does get a step on him. Shot far post, but off the post. As that's probably the most dangerous Swedish attack of the game. Optical trying to get a pass across, and Samuel Well does eventually get it past the Swedish defenders. Samuel Well in this corner. Samuel Well trying to get a shot off. Nix's with the sliding, he does get enough of it, and Nix's again gloves it and holds it down and allows his team to change. So at the end of this first period, the Finnish are starting to wake up with more pressure heading into the last couple of minutes here this first period. Lenny Boo. The FOV there. Yeah. FOV by Robe. The face-off. Back again in this top right circle. Lenny Boo does win it with a shot there from Tex Cube, but straight into Nix's, who just looks that one down as it hits off of him. Robe trying to get out of his third, but unable to. Grumpy Bear with quite a bit of time there as he hits it over, trying to get it to Ordex, but Sid Dillon is there with the pang. Still has his puck, but kind of having a bit of trouble making any contact. Ordex trying to make something of his own, pass it to the middle, but Tex Q is there with the crouch. Tex Q hits it up. Sith Dillon does get it past Frumpy Bear, but Nix is able to hit that one away. Lenny Boo hitting it up into two finished defenders, but Robe still trying to make something happen. He's fighting with Lenny Boo. Lenny Boo with a shot of his own, but Nix is again with a nice slide. And the Finns are really trying to take control of this first period as the shots are 5-2. It's a 5-shot run here for the Finnish, as the Swedish are trying to get something to happen. Last 20 seconds of this period. Z trying to hit it across the Robe, but paying the way. He eventually does find it, but again in this corner. In the final 10 seconds here, we'll see if the Swedish can stick with this. Monkey trying to force it in as a bad turnover there of a Black Sheep trying to get a shot off, but D with the good recovery as the puck will end in the Swedish corner, and we will head back to the desk at the end of the first, where it's 0-0.
A 0-0 game, but pretty tight overall. I'm going to bring it over to Shadow HYT here. What do you think either team needs to do to break the ice in this game to score the first goal?
From what I saw in that game, I think they have to do just a little bit more passing, try and spread out the other team's defense, and try and open up those gaps to take advantage of.
Yeah, for sure. I think in the first period, both of these teams, you could say, are a lot more talented than the last game that we just watched. No offense to either team, but I feel like it's pretty sloppy. Some turnovers, especially from superstars like, Sammy the Whale, Leaford. I'm going to bring this to you. What do you think these superstars need to do to kind of clean up the play, get some offense generated for their teams?
I think they just got to recognize some of the space that they have. A lot of times when they're in their own half, there's no one really pressuring them, and then they just opt out to just P3 it into a lot of danger. Like they try to pass it up, but they're getting covered. I'd like them to take it up a bit more themselves, and then as they're gonna naturally open up the ice a bit more. I think they're good enough to do that, but I think they're just trying to play simple and just trying to P3 it up for a teammate right away.
I'm not sure what standings are, unfortunately, so I don't know the impact of this game. Both of these teams seem pretty good on paper, so I'm assuming both are trying to fight for a playoff spot. Shadow, who do you think's gonna score first? And give me a player who's gonna score.
Oh, this guy's been a top player all tournament. He is a decent BHLer. Give me Robe to score for Team Sweden and open up the floodgates.
Alright, well, you have no ball knowledge because I think TXQ is going to clearly score first out of everybody out here on the ice. But with the animation wrapping up here, we're going to see back down to the ice for Lee Ferret to commentate the second period.
Yeah, thank you, Ghosty Ferret. As mentioned before, this is the game to decide second place in Group A, so quite of stakes in this game. Whoever wins moves on to the semifinal game, and the loser, that's it for their tournament. As Glennie Boo here trying to pass it to the middle with Sith Dillon unable to make contact with it, as I think there has been line changes here for Finland. I think this Glennie Boo line used to be the second line, now starting. Maybe trying to get Sammy the Whale a couple more looks on the second line as pass it to the middle there. It would from there eventually would hit away as he does good work on it. Give Robe a bunch of space, but Cartoony Man it would slide over and make a save. So the Swedish again is kind of in the first period. They look better at the start, but let's see if they can maintain this pressure. Robe a pass to Oradex. It's a good passing play there, but Oradex a bit slow to win. TXQ able to clear that one away. Grumpy Bear scoop turn trying to get past Sith Dillon, but Sith Dillon doing very well to stay with him. Sith Dillon again just staying with Grumpy Bear, making it his life a bit harder trying to get this puck out. Grumpy Bear, let's get some space, try to hit it down to Oradex, but Sammy the Whale was all over him. Sith Dillon gets off the ice, and the line changes here for the finish. That's Sammy the Whale trying to get over to Optical, but Grumpy Bear there. Pass over to Z. Shut down there by Sammy the Whale, but he still has control of this puck. Again, the puck goes behind the net. 2v1 here on Sammy the Whale, but Sammy the Whale not able to get it from going for the middle of the ice, but eventually does. Ferryby trying to get a look there, but two Finnish players crouch on him as Blacksheep with a nice ping. Optical can't get in. Sammy the Whale just P3s it up to Ferryby. Ferryby again trying to upstart this attack as Ferryby back into this Finnish corner, but Sammy the Whale is able to clear that one out of his zone as Bob Blacksheep does get a decent touch there. Bob Blacksheep hits it behind the net, fighting with Z. Bob Blacksheep and Z again still fighting. Bob Blacksheep trying to make some space for himself, but unable to get that final hit. And Ferryby here can come up for the Swedish, but again, it just dies in this corner every single time. Ferryby trying to make a move, but again, just hit away. It doesn't seem like both of these teams, both of their attacks, a lot of the time just fizzles out in these corners. Monkey trying to get it clear, but Black Sheep is still on him. Trying to pass it to the middle, but Ferryby there able to hit it away for now. Again, trying to force it into the slot, and for a third time here. TXQ with a nice pullback, but Nixes is there with the big save. That was a great pullback there from, I believe was TXQ in the slot. Just completely does the defender, but Nixes just stays crouching, stays standing tall, doesn't slide, doesn't flinch at the shot. It's a great save there from Nixes, who's, as I say that, a bit of a massacre. Glennie Boo just wins it off the face-off. A nice little move it to the far corner. And just like that, off of the face-off, it's 1-0 to Finland.
Yeah, just a good goal there by Finland. Very talented play there, and they managed to sneak it past Nixies for the first time this game.
Nixes is having a pretty decent game, but when he's just a good shot from Glennie Boo, when he just wins it, does a nice little move and just 5 holes into the far corner. It's not much you can do if you are the Swedish goaltender, but Finland do take the lead. They have looked like the better team so far, and the line changes did end up working. Glennie Boo scores on this first line as he's trying to get another one here. Glennie Boo down the ice, does get it past Nixes, and the pass to the middle. Sith Dillon, it's a quick 2 goals. Glennie Boo beats out Nixes, hits it behind the net, and a great pass there for Sith Dillon, who's been doing it all season, last season in NAM, and he does it again here in the MIIHF.
Yeah, just a really talented goal right there from Sith Dillon. Really proves why he's a top NAM-HLer.
Yeah, it's a great effort there from Glennie Boo again. He just got past the whole team, even got past the defender, and even went behind the net. He was able to make a spectacular pass, and Sith Dillon there, ready to P3 into basically an open net. And Finland here get a quick 2 goals in the span of a couple seconds. In Sweden now, again with their tournament on the line. They're looking to try and make something happen as Robe trying to force a shot in the near post, but Cartoony Man is there to make the stop. Robe. With a nice shot to the far corner by Cartoony Man. Again, with a nice slide and a nice glove to keep the Swedish out. Shot there from Sweden, but not going to trouble Cartoony Man. TXQ trying to pass it across, but couldn't find it the first time. I like the idea though from TXQ. Sid Dillon again, just staying on Frumpy Bear, not letting him get any clean looks up the field. But again, Sid Dillon is just all over Frumpy Bear, but he does eventually get it clear. Robe can't get past Sammy the Whale. But Robe still on it. 15 stamina. He doesn't look to get off eventually, but still just trying to fight for this puck. Robe. The Black Sheep will win it out. Monkey. There's a bit of a couple line changes that are happening all at once there for Sweden. But Z on the counterattack. Z can't get there before Cartoony Man. Sammy the Whale trying to get past Monkey, and a nice save there from Nixis, who's going to hold that one down for the third time this game. Yeah, the finish has started to look with more life, especially this offense clicking in this second period. We'll see if Glenny Boo can do something again, but loses the face-off. Sammy the Whale hits it forward. Glenny Boo trying to hit it across, but even if obstacle was there, there's a good ping there from Farabee. Farabee is Z, but Sammy the Whale just crouches all over that one. And Z hits it into Nixis. Pretty dangerous, but nothing to come of it. Farabee shot there from the blue line by Cartoony Man again with a save. 2v1 here for Finland. It could be dangerous. Glenny Boo with a shot there in the far post. And it's a great shot there from Glenny Boo as he gets his second goal of the game.
Yeah, another just good goal there from Team Finland. Really beginning to open up the floodgates against Team Sweden.
It's a good win there, I think, from Glenny Boo, who did win the puck himself and took it up. Monkey in a bit of a hard spot, trying to 2v1. He did have Sid Dillon Optical on his far post. Have to worry about both of them, but Glenny Boo just takes it himself and shoots into the far post, and nothing Nixis can do about that one. And Finland up 3-0 here in this basically elimination game to move on to the next round. And right now, looks like Finland is going to join Czechia in the Final Four. I love Black Sheep. Just eventually get it back. He's trying to get a shot off, but kind of whiffs it the first time, and it dies in the middle of the ice. Sweden here a bit tired. Surprised they didn't line change when the goal happened, but Z, double pull back there, trying to hit it across, but no one is there for Z to receive it. Baba Black Sheep trying to find TXQ, but unable to. Baba Black Sheep. Pass up to Sid Dillon. Sid Dillon trying to get it past Frumpy Bear, but unable to. Just get the puck again. Sid Dillon just kind of hits it into Frumpy Bear, but I think he was looking for a change anyway. Glenny Boo again with the shot. Great save there from Nixis. Again, another fast P3 from Glenny Boo from the blue line, just trying to get shots where he can. But Nixis that time able to stick with it, as Nixis again was going to hold that one as we get another face-off here. A couple of Finnish players on the ice. Bit of Black Sheep on 12 stam, still out there. Glenny Boo unable to win it cleanly, but he gets the puck. Passes the middle. Black Sheep, even with his 12 stam, manages to get a shot off. Not sure if he realizes he's on 11 stam. It's not moving like he's on low stam, but good save there again from Nixis. If it wasn't for him, this game would be, 5 or 6-0 at this point. Pass back, Black Sheep. Little unintentional passing step there, but with the final 10 seconds here, see if Sweden can maybe head into the third period, which is down 2, but Sammy the Whale trying to get a fourth. Sammy the Whale does get it past Frumpy Bear, but Frumpy Bear hits it behind the net. Frumpy Bear just getting unable to really get much time to himself with the puck, as at the end of the second, Finland scored 3 in the second period, and we'll head back over to the desk.
A very eventful second period with the superstar Glenny Boo starting to heat up, scoring 2 goals and I believe an assist in that period. I'm going to send it over to you, not you, Leafer, over to you, Shadow. What do you think Glenn was out there doing to succeed and, generating all that offense on his own?
I think definitely. I think Team Finland just activated. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know what's going on in their Team BC right now, but I think something just activated in them to beat their Viking brothers, and yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, Johnny Boo, known Viking. I think something kind of just awoken in him. Leaford, I'm going to send it over to you. I feel like Sweden's just kind of asleep at the wheel. They have a really good roster on paper with players I feel like that should be performing a lot better than this. What do you think they're not doing to succeed this game?
They just can't really get much offense. Every single time they try and attack, it just ends in the finish half, and they're just not able to do anything out of those corners. I think we just gotta not try and go up the wings. I think it just hasn't been working here for Sweden. I think we just gotta get early passes and early shots from the blue line, because trying to go in the zone has just been shut down every single time.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Robe, known shot chucker, he's willing to throw it at the net kind of from anywhere. I feel like it's been the identity that he's built up for himself, but it just hasn't been happening tonight. Their depth players, Sleeping Kitten, Monkey, which I don't think we expect the most from, and Ordex, even Farabee, I feel like they're performing a lot better than they are. Shadow, how do you think that the Finland goalie has been playing so far?
I mean, he stopped all 7 shots he's had to face. He's really stepping up for his team in this one, making sure Sweden can't make the comeback through.
That's great. Thank you. We're going to send it back down to the ice for Leifert.
Yeah, they started in the third period. Sweden need 3 to stay alive in this tournament, and even just to push it over to overtime. But again, from the first 2 periods, just not a lot happening. But a good pass there in the middle, and finally, Ordex, and a quick goal here from Sweden to give him life.
I think definitely an amazing goal right there by Ordex to try and give the Swedes a little hope in this one, try and make the comeback against Finland.
It's a great play there from Farabee, who just took it up the wing, but instead of going to the corner, with an earlier pass to the middle, and Ordex you're all alone and makes no mistake this time as he scores the first Swedish goal. And I mean, they still have 5 minutes, basically 6 minutes left. They can get 2 more and try and force an overtime. Face off here as it kind of just dies in the middle. Z moves on forward as Z again puts it on net, but not really ever gonna trouble Cartini man. 2 Finnish players kind of getting each other's way as Ordex trying to find a pass to the middle. Ordex still trying, but Lenny Boo able to take that up cleanly. Lenny Boo crouched there from Farabee, and it can be a 2v1 the other way. Sid Dillon does a good enough job to hit that one away. Ordex pass. Oh my god, it's a good shot there. And again, like I mentioned on the desk, just more shots from the blue line out and off the post. Unlucky to not go in from Ordex, trying to find second goal of the game. Pass across to Sid Dillon with a good shot there, and Nixis with a great save as he'll keep this game 3-1. Holds it to allow his team to get tired. Face off here is a one back by the finish by Robe. Just trying to put pressure on him with a shot there far side as Nixis gloves out attempt from off the goal. Monkey unable to hit it forward cleanly as but both Swedish players all over this puck as a Monkey just trying to get a shot on net. But again, most of these shots from Sweden have been, shots where Cartini is already on his post. To shoot on that side, Robe there in close, but again shoots it on the near post where Cartini is already sitting. Some people are trying to get a pass into the middle, but unable to. Couple Black Sheep takes it behind his net. Nice pullback there, trying to make some space for himself. But Grumpy Bear staying on and trying to keep this puck in the finish third. As Black Sheep does eventually take it up himself. Gets past Robe. Grumpy Bear just beats it up, but Samuel will be the first one on it. Again, back up to Grumpy Bear, just pokes that one away. Robe in the corner, fighting with Sammy the Whale. Sammy the Whale just trying to. That's a good move there for Sammy the Whale. Gets it past Robe. Sammy the Whale taking it up. Great crouch there from Frumpy Bear to not let him basically have a one-on-one with the goalie. Frumpy Bear again, nice double tap. Robe again, a lot of time past just, he had time in front of him, but just scooped it into 2 Finnish players. Not what he wanted there, as trying to pass the middle, but Sweden were line changes, knowing their form. As a nice pull back there from TXQ, but unable to get a shot off, as Sweden do eventually recover. Farabee kind of had Ordex running in front of him, unable to get the puck forward, but he does get it past Sid Dylan. Z up to Ordex, but cut off there from Glennyboo. Recognized that from a mile away. Glennyboo in the corner, and Glennyboo trying to add his 3rd goal of the night and the 4th for Finland. Has a great pass there to Farabee, but TXQ with the great recovery. Farabee could have an open look on the goalie. The shot there on the far post, but on the wrong side of the post if you're Sweden. Oh, but a bad turnover there. But Ordex unable to get the fast P3. Allows Cartoony Man to get more time to make the glove, and he does. 3 feet up. Sweden just trying to get the puck forward, trying to get more chances to fall as Farabee cuts that pass off. Farabee P3 across to Z, but Z jumps over it. But TXQ unable to field it cleanly as Z still has this puck. Z trying to get something to happen. Z passes to the middle. Ordex with a shot there from what looked like behind him, but still able to get a shot off. But Cartoony Man there able to glove that one again. Ordex trying to make something happen as Glennyboo and Robe are fighting. Robe goes into his corner, trying to pass to the middle, but none of his teammates are there. But Cartoony Man with not a great drop of the puck, in Sweden has the puck again for Frumpy Bear into 3 Finnish players, and Sammy the Whale taking it all himself, but eventually does get stopped by Frumpy Bear. Robe pass across to Monkey. Monkey trying to get a P3 off, but optical there to just hit it in this corner. Nice crouch there from Monkey to keep this in the corner, but good corner move there from Optical. Unfortunate whiff there. Robe passes the middle. Monkey trying to get a shot off, but he's just unable to. Great crouch there from Frumpy Bear, and does eventually get a shot, but it's just straight into Cartoony Man. And a bit of ruckus there from both teams as Farabee calls for the timeout in Sweden with 2 minutes left to save the tournament. All timeout.
Sweden's really got to pull something off here if they want to win and secure their spot in the playoffs. This is a win or go home situation. Well, I guess they're already at home, but this is a win or not play anymore situation for Team Sweden here.
Exactly, as the final 12 seconds here. Again, the shots have been even, 15-15, but Cartoony Man with 14 out of 15 saves. Done a great job today, and he's putting a good resume forward for people as he, I think, does enter the BHL draft. Had a decent season in JVHL. So, you know, if the TMs and owners are looking, and it's a good application from Cartoony Man here. Robe trying to get something going, but Glennyboo just drives through him as the puck ends up behind the Swedish net. Frumpy Bear hitting it forward, but not as far as Sammy the Whale. Robe passing it across, but Glennyboo there just able to ping that one away. Oh, Glennyboo with the nice ping there, but Nixis is there with the save. But Glennyboo wins that puck, even though there's 2 Swedish players there. Glennyboo was able to get that one, and he's still just battling, just trying to kill off more and more time. As Glennyboo there with the nice little move there, and great goal there from Glennyboo, and it's his 3rd of the game.
Well, Glennyboo's got his hat trick here, and my guess is that Team Sweden fans are turning off the television right now. They are not happy with how their team has performed so far in this game. 15 shots and only 1 capitalization here.
As Glennyboo was basically the entire offense for that goal. He pressured every single loose puck. He pinged every single pass. And Glennyboo just kind of does it all himself. Does take it behind the net with a nice little move. Forces Nixis to make a slide. He's going to shoot it far post, and Nixis just puts it in the near post. Again, great move from Glennyboo, as that's his 3rd goal of the game, the 4th for Finland. And it looks like Finland are going to make it into the top 4 unless crazier stuff is about to happen. A pass there from Baba Lakshi, but P3'd up to Glenny Boo again. Pass across to TXQ with a good crouch. TXQ offside. Good crouch there for TSU. Unfortunately, he was offside. But again, Glenny Boo really been the difference maker of this game for Finland. At the beginning, it seemed like Sweden were actually performing better, but Glenny Boo kind of took it in stride. Fairby trying to P3'd up, but does whiff it the first time as Glenny Boo again pulls it back with a quick P3, but Nixes again to make the save. Final 30 seconds here as TXQ can't beat out Nixes, but TXQ there again. Nixes alert to clear it and a shot there, and now here, hold on, Nick Ordex with his second goal of the game, and potentially there's 23 seconds left, and Sweden need 2 more.
Well, the chances here of Sweden getting 2 goals in 23 seconds is going to be really difficult, but it's not impossible.
It is definitely not impossible. Again, early pass and Ordex does a quick P3 into the far corner. Cartina unable to keep that one out, and 23 seconds here. I mean, improbable, but not impossible. Sweden need 2 more to stay alive. Face off. Glenny Boo wins it. Pass up, but Glenny Boo again with the pang. Farabee trying to just get it up the ice, but Baba Black Sheep with the pullback. Baba Black Sheep with the shot, Nixon with the save. But all this is doing is just killing time. Final 10 seconds here. Pass across. Z can't get a hit. And it goes into this corner. Z trying to get it past the middle, but it will end in the corner. And Finland will move on and play the winner of Group B. Sweden are eliminated, and Finland will move on, and we'll see who will join Finland and Czechia in the Final Four coming up.
Welcome back to the desk for game 3 of day 3. We have Denmark versus Germany. We just got off a real barn burner of a game between Finland and Sweden. But you know, maybe this game will be a little bit better. Probably not, because Denmark is down to 5 players, and one of those players is Pete Gamer YT. No offense to him, but I don't even know if that guy's played JBHL. Ghosty Ferret, what
Hi, hello.
what do you think going into this one?
Got some really good rosters over here, but I think Germany's just a little bit better. So I think Germany's gonna win.
Yep, that's probably a safe bet if I were a betting man. But we'll run through predictions here. Score predictions. We'll start with Sticks on the left there,
6-0 Germany.
and Cartoony Man.
4-0 Germany.
I'm gonna take Germany 10-0 and a forfeit, I guess. Yeah, Ghosty Ferret.
Germany 10-1.
Yeah, okay. We'll send it up to the booth with Lee Ferret. He's gonna take us through this game.
Thank you there, Frumpy Bear, as this is also kind of the playing for the life of Denmark. They are 1-1. They have 2 points, so if they were to theoretically win this, they would move on. As Germany 2-0 with 4 points. I'm not sure if they're already automatically qualified, but they have a perfect record so far. So a win here would definitely move them on to the next round as first place, and would play against Finland on the other side. But Denmark here playing with a couple of people gone, as we start here in the corner. JL trying to get a move there. JL with the shot off of Sami Magikarp and off the post. So Germany looking good here for the first couple seconds of the game. Passes the middle. Vizzo unable to make contact with it. It's probably catching all over him. Red and K. Can't get it past Maspin. Vizzo. Concord on him. But a good crouch there from probably Caption, as a Concord can't get it past Maspin. Maspin, you're trying to get a shot off, but Concord is still on him. Concord, I think it's the middle with a shot there, but off of the mark. Raiden K trying to take the puck forward, but fighting over with Jail. Raiden K keeping it behind his own net. Does eventually get it cleared, but only as far as Flish. I think that's CB Temple. There's an A. Probably Caption. As the first couple line changes here happen, but Sami Magikarp, as that puck goes across the screen, but good a good pullback there from CB Temple, but offside with the pullback. Good hit away there from Sami Magikarp. Could have been an open net, but so far Denmark has held on for the first 2 minutes of the game. As with the Denmark with the man down, they are playing 3v2 right now. So all these Pete Gamer and bots just gonna try and hold on and let their teammates recover their stand. Pete Gamer just get it around Drudgeon. As I think Germany playing very much a 2v2 right now, as their last players all the way back, but bots trying to get past Gorius but unable to, as a CB Temple double pull back. CB Temple gets past Pete Gamer. CB Temple with a shot, but off of Sami Magikarp. Shot there. Sami Magikarp again with the glove. Holds it down. And well, hey, at least with his first shift, the 2 Danish players have survived. It's now back to a normal 3-on-3. Concord does win it forward. Concord gets it past Maspin, but Maspin's just going to take it back into his own corner. Concord there with the good steal and a shot off there. So the Danish with a shot. Could have been dangerous there, but Willie H is able to stay on his post. Back to the middle. Jail with a nice move, but Sami Magikarp with a good slide, and it bounces off of his body and behind the net. So again, Denmark have been able to survive for this first half of this first period. But we'll see how long it lasts. Concord get it away, and it's offside again from Germany. We're considering line changes here from Denmark. Yeah, a couple of line changes here as bots makes his way back on the ice. Concord loses the puck as Maspin trying to take it up. Raiden K. Pull back. Raiden K. Can't get past Jail, and Jail into the middle, but Bots is there to hit that one away. Concord can't get that one up. Pull back there from Jail. Gets past Raiden K. Jail with the shot, but Magikarp stands tall, able to make that save. Raiden K comes forward, but Jail and Vizzo on him. Raiden K still keeping the puck here for Denmark, but eventually does lose it. Maspin takes him to this corner, but can't get out of his zone. Concord keeps it in his zone. Good crouch there from Concord as the puck is behind the German net, but Maspin trying to get something going here. Raiden K fighting with Jail. CB Temple. Shot there, far side, and Zelly Magikarp does make the save. Great save there from Zelly Magikarp. Just kind of turns around. I'm not sure if he really knew it, but he does make the save. And Zelly Magikarp again keeps his team in it. Again, back to the pseudo 2-on-2 as Glorious is all the way back on the red line. Passes to the middle. Peak Gamer unable to get a hit, but Jurgen unable to get a hit himself as it back into the corner. CB Temple makes a bit of space for himself, and Denmark, well, they've held on valiantly for the first 4 minutes, but CB Temple just finds the far corner, and it's 1-0 for Germany. And 7 shots here in the first 4 minutes of the game. It's always going to be a tall task for Denmark, who are missing some players and having to play short-handed. And so Magikarp making a couple of saves, but unable to keep that one out of the net as Germany takes the lead, maybe a bit later than people expected, considering the circumstances. But 1-0 for Germany as Denmark need a win to stay alive in this tournament, but it's looking increasingly unlikely. As a face-off here, win forward by Glorious as a Peak Gamer. He would hit that one away. CB Temple trying to add on to his goals tally as a Bots hits that one away. Bots hits it across. Peak Gamer does get past one. Peak Gamer, it's a very weak shot. We could even call it a shot, but CB Temple going up the field as Bots, he does win it. Bots trying to counterattack, and he gets at least into the German zone. As not really sure what's going on over there, but Glorious is kind of running around the puck. Shenanigans going on over there, but CB Temple does get it up. CB Temple trying to take it on himself as Concord is back on the ice, so it's back to being a normal 3-on-3. Pete Gamer fighting with CB Temple. Pass to the middle. Concord is able to hit that one away, and Concord does get past Maspin. Concord with the shot, it's in! And the Danish have equalized with all the circumstances stacked against them. Concord gets past one, and that's all the room that he needed. He shoots past Willier, and with their second shot of the game, the Danish tie the game. Concord on 18 stand got on the ice to make it back to a 3-on-3. And just pokes it past Maspin. And that's all the separation he needed with the one-on-one. Just he frees it, picks his spot. And the Danes are back in this game. It's 1-1. Jail. Probably caption. Both going on, and there's 2 Danes in the corner trying to fight for the puck. Concord trying to take it out himself, but eventually does lose it out in the corner. Good defensive play there from Probably Caption as takes that one away. Concord trying to find a second goal of the game. Good scoop there, but Willier able to glove that one. Again, the Danish, when they are able to get 3 players on the ice with decent stamina, they're able to make something work. It's just they're not really able to do it that often, considering they only have 5. Joe trying to make a good move there, but hit that one away. Oh, it's a bit dangerous from Aiden K. Hitting it into the, oh no, Probably Caption with the miss. Zelly Magikarp able to glove it. Could have been very dangerous there with the whiff there as he was last back, but Zelly Magikarp able to get that 5-hole into his glove. And here we are again with Denmark having, Bots is going on to keep this a 3v3. 30 seconds left here for Denmark. to try and survive this first period. Reddit and K on Jail, but with a great save there from Jail. He's visibly frustrated on the ice. Great move there from Jail, but unable to get that. But it's at the, I don't even know how many times the pie he's already had. Vizzo with a great pass out of the corner, and Jail eventually does get his goal. 20 seconds left in the first period, and Germany take back the lead. Again, heartbreaking here for the Danes who tied up the game, but now they're back behind. There's a great move there from Vizzo out of the corner, and I'm not sure who was on it, but he was just unable to really make any contact with it. But Jail, after basically just removing himself out of the game for a little bit, just goes right back into the slot, and this time he hits it into the nets as Blockey Magikarp can't take that one. Concord, as Pete Gamer was actually in a lot of space, but again Concord does get it past Master, but this time won't get a clean shot. Concord, final 8 seconds here as Jail. Concord actually wins it back, but 4 seconds left. Not sure if anything could result of this, as the puck will die out in the German zone, and it's only 2-1 here for Germany at the end of the first as they get back to the desk.
Thank you, Leaf Ferret. And you know, there's a saying that is, don't play down to your competition. And even though they're in the lead, Germany, you know, maybe playing with their food a little bit more than they should be. Denmark able to sneak in a goal there from Concord to tie it up, and then Jail, you know, putting Germany back in front on a nice slot finish. And goes to Ferret for this team Denmark. What can they really do, kind of going into the second period? I mean, they're not out of it, but what can they do to pull it back together?
I just think they need to play a little bit together, a little bit better together. Jail, I think, has been getting a little frustrated to start the game. He needs to get his head out of the gutter.
Yeah, Jail, you know, was in chat complaining, saying that Zombie Magikarp turns into Thanos against him. And Sticks FPS for Team Germany. You know, it feels like they should have more goals by now, but what do they kind of got to do to keep going on the path that they are going and try to win this game?
I think just, I mean, obviously the passes are working, but also I believe they're just like kind of messing around there. On that second line, Denmark only have 2, so I feel like they just need to take advantage of that second line.
And Cartoony Man, our resident goalie on the desk. Both goalies, you know, Zombie Magikarp for Team Germany's been good. Willie for Team Denmark hasn't really been challenged yet. What have you seen out of those two?
I mean, Denmark somehow managing to sneak one past Willie was a bit of a surprise here, especially with them 5 total skaters. I don't think this is a reflection of Willie's ability. I know he's a good goalie. ZM1 kind of keeping... Yeah, I got confused. Yeah, ZM1 kind of keeping Denmark in the game here. Overall, great performance from him so far.
Yeah, and battle between 2 Boston goaltenders. We'll send it back to the face-off dot with Lee Ferret as Team Denmark gets a 6. They just signed Ilgert to their squad.
Thank you there from Bear. As I mean, considering how they've been able to hold on with just 5, I mean, adding just a 6th person is definitely going to help with the stamina. As Jail with a nice move there again, but Zombie Magikarp just has his corner moves downloaded. As again, he's able to glove that one. The Danish now again with 6 people, huge for them as they again trying to stay alive in this tournament. Rated K on Vizzo. Concord can't get past Vizzo, but I can't get it past. Probably captures Concord there with a bit of time there, but maybe didn't realize how much time he had. Just kind of gave that away. Maspin was looking at his options. Maspin with a good pass there, and Vizzo trying to get it across, and a shot there from Joe just wide. Probably caption in Jail fighting in the corner. Jail probably caption just in this corner, nothing really happening as Jail does eventually take the puck. Jail pull back, but Concord gets that one away. Concord still on him. Concord trying to make something happen as Jail does eventually get past them, trying to get a 5-hole, trying to do something different. But Zombie Magikarp again turns that one away, passes to the middle to Sleepy Temple. Youppi Temple. And the new Danish signing has got his citizenship confirmed as Little Gert plays here for Team Denmark. As a hit away there from, I think, Pete Gamer is a pretty good defensive move. As it passes to the middle, great save there from Sami Magikarp on the save from Dredgen. Again, Sami Magikarp keeping the Danish team in it. Dredgen trying to make something happen, but kind of loses it. And now Bots with Gorius all the way in his own zone. I thought he was just doing that because it was, you know, there are only people on the ice, but even with the 3v3, he's still just sitting really far back. But trying to not let up another Danish goal. Bots with the crouch there on Gorius. Bots trying to make something happen. Does get past Gorius eventually, but back into this corner. Can Bots something from it. Bots still just fighting for it, but unable to. As a Pete Gamer with a decent crouch there with a hit there on Gorius. But will go uncalled. Pete Gamer with the shot, and it's a far post shot. And Maspin with a great shot, and it's now 3-1 to Germany as they try and pull away. And it's a very quick P3 from basically the edge of the blue line. Had to really pick a spot, and off of the post, Sami Magikarp again faced a lot of shots. He's just unable to keep that one out of the net, as it's now 3-1 to Germany.
Yeah, that was a well-placed shot from Mason. You know, he's a pretty good shooter in the league, and right there he's showing it. And this Team Germany's rolling again, and they've looked much better in the second period compared to the first, even though they did look good in the first.
As Demoni is now on the ice. Maybe they're feeling a bit confident here that with 2 goals up, that they're gonna win this game. As if you aren't aware, Demoni was historically been a goaltender from what I know now on the ice. So we'll see. Maybe he can get a point on the board. But Germany now up 2-0 or up by 2 goals. As Gorius trying to own goal, or I don't know what exactly happened there, but it stayed out of the German net. That's all I know. As Gorius pull back there to get away from hitting K. Concord with the crouch. Concord trying to, but unable to get past Gorius. Gorius with the shot on net. Does get past Magikarp, but not enough on it. It does beat him, but doesn't get past the red line. So it's still just 2 goals here for Denmark, as Red and K just kind of P3s that one away, which he did more with it, as that scoop didn't really go where Concord wanted it to, as pass to the middle. Demoni knew to get a touch. As Demoni and probably Caption fighting for it, just waiting for him to uncrouch. He sits right through him. Concord trying to make something happen with the pass across, but Maspin is there. Pull back. Concord is there. Concord trying to get his 2nd goal of the game, but good back check there from Jail, as Concord's only on 12 stamina. That could lead a little bit into it, as a P3 up forward, but hit away. As a shot there from Jail again, but again stopped by Zombie Magikarp. Jail trying to make something happen in this corner. Jail with Little Gert. Jail off with the back of the post, as he's still just fighting, trying to make something happen. Jail, but straight into the Sami Magikarp's glove, as he will hold that one down. And we'll go into face-off here in the game zone.
Sami Magikarp doing a pretty good job considering the circumstances he was thrown into. He's looked very solid today. A couple of goals, maybe like 1 or 2 that he went back, but an overall good performance from the Danish goaltender, and as I say it, kind of unfortunate there, but again, just another opportunity that is a little bit out of his control. Just kind of a talent diff on the ice for Denmark.
Yeah, it's a bit of unfortunate timing there with the caster curse, as Jail with the Leicester move just hits it into the far corner. As it's now 4-1 to Germany. We might have expected this a bit early on in the game, but Germany eventually do get the goals piled on, and now they lead by 3, and they just time out to try and salvage something to return their lives.
I mean, yeah, and you hate to in the second period to start maybe looking forward towards the future, but this Germany team, I believe, is about to finish 3-0 if they hold out this result, and looking forward, they're going to be a team that's definitely going to be competitive for our gold medal.
Yeah, so most definitely going to lock up the first seed. Well, they will play against Finland, who we just saw in the previous game. That's going to be the first round matchup for the semifinals. So excited to look at that with obviously Germany with a lot of, established established BHL players, and Finland who, showed glimpses of offense in the previous game with mostly with Lenny Boo and good defense from Samuel Well. So will be an electric first round matchup. That could very easily be a final, as Concord there will do an FOV, and we will start again for the third time. Maspin does lose it to Red and K as Concord does get a step. Concord trying to get a shot off. Shot does eventually come. Maspin pangs it into Willier. It could have been very dangerous. But the puck stays out of the German goal. Early caption. Fighting with Jail. Sit forward. But Maspin is there first. Maspin trying to get past the middle with a nice shot there from Jail, but off the post this time. Nice looks here for Germany, trying to maybe just something a bit different now instead of individual, trying to do a bit more passing. But Jail again trying to, get on the highlight reel as he did have some space on the near post, but hit away from Concord. Concord, who's been looking like the best Danish player on the ice, does have the goal for Denmark. Passes to the middle. CP Tempo unable to get there. Concord does hit away from CP Tempo, but only as far as Maspin has 2 Danish players on him. Reddit and K trying to get past the middle, and he does. I don't think Concord expected it, but cleared away from Germany. Jail up the ice, passes to the middle to Gorius. Gorius with a shot off of the mark, as he can't really believe how he missed that, but the counterattack is happening. Concord just hits it into Vizzo, but still trying to go forward as Vizzo eventually just hit it back into this corner. Concord and Vizzo still fighting. Vizzo up at the ice, a little Gert fighting with Vizzo, passes to the middle, shot there, great save from Gorius, another save from Zombie Magikarp, and a double save there from to keep his team going down by 4, and the second period will end with Germany up 4-1. And we'll go back to the desk and talk about the second period.
Thank you, Lee Ferret. The Germany doubling their goals in this period. They're up 4-1 now. In definite control, Zombie Magikarp doing everything he really can to try to keep this game close, but at the end of the day, it was always going to be a blowout. Sticks FPS for Germany. We talked about it a little bit in the booth. Me and Leaf, we talked about looking forward in this tournament. Your team went 3-0. Germany's about to be 3-0. Those teams competing. What do you think this team Germany can do moving forward? All right, thank you very much, Sticks FPS. Anywho, Cartoony Man, I'll ask you a similar question what I asked you the last intermission. Zombie Magikarp, doing everything he can out there. Willie, we haven't really seen a whole lot of him, but what has Zombie Magikarp been doing well so far in this game that it has helped him be so productive?
He's had quite a golden glove I've seen recently. He's great on those sliding and positional saves, just overall performing exactly how he's supposed to. Surprising for a non-HL goalie going against this kind of talent. I think he's playing amazingly so far. Nothing overly complaints here. None of the goals really is exactly directly his fault. His team is just underdeveloped, understaffed, and not performing as he needed to.
That I would have to agree with that. And Ghosty Ferret, just to kind of wrap up here, Team Germany, we expected them to win, but what have they been doing so well that has led to their kind of the shot domination we're seeing?
I think it's just overall like their talent is just far better. Jail's been able to kind of take control. I think it's more just a lack on the other team's part when it comes to the talent, how they stack up.
Yeah, and this will be the last period of play in this one, barring a very inspirational performance from the Danish. So we'll send it back up to the booth with Lee Ferret, who should take us through the last 6 minutes of this game.
Oh, anything is possible. Yeah, that's what they say. As Denmark just trying to look for 3 goals to just extend this into overtime. But it's a tall task as Jail, again, trying to do his corner moves. He's been doing that a lot this game. Hasn't been successful too much, but you gotta give him props for at least keep trying. Keep trying it as Concord has to cross for Redding K. Can't get there. Redding K can't beat up Maspin, but probably caption and pass across, but no one is there to really receive it. Concord in the corner. Concord trying to get fancy with it as a pass to the middle. Raiden K unable to get his stick on it, as it could have been very dangerous there for Germany, but unable to capitalize are the Danish. Jail hitting it forward behind Zombie Magikarp, and that's just a great goal from Joe as he gets his 3rd goal of the game.
Yeah, kind of just another unfortunate situation for Zombie Magikarp. He was a little bit out of position there. There was a free shot towards the short side, and you know, if you know Jail, he loves those opportunities. He loves trying to force it through the short side of the goalie, and right there, you know, not really anyone around him. Just an open shot for him, and he's going to convert on that if they're given the opportunity.
Yeah, it's a fantastic move there from Jail. I mean, basically, the curve from basically the blue line just going behind Zombie Magikarp. I didn't even see it coming in. I'm all the way up here, so good goal there from Germany as Reddit and Kate left as the Denmark are back down to 5. Not really sure what's happening, but Denmark back down to 5 players as they're down by 4. So I think it's safe to say that this will be the last time we'll see Denmark in this edition of the MIIHF. As now the time here for Germany to try and get a couple more goals on the board. Little Gert.
Oh, that was a weird ping right there, but you know, Gorish gets a lot of those. Oh, and Concord's logged off the game, so kind of unfortunate for Team Denmark. They're down to 4 players now.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, final 4 minutes of the game, you're down by 4. 1 person already left. It's not really much more than you can do. So, unfortunate to see it come this way for the Danish, as they started out very well, beating the United States in their first game, and then just losing to the Russians by pretty sure a hefty amount. And then now here coming to Germany with not many players able to suit up. As Raiden K is back, and he left again. Never mind. Oh, that was some glimmer of hope as Boss trying to get something to happen, trying to get another shot off, but hit away from Maspin as Jail. Just takes it past the whole defense, but a good crouch there from probably Caption.
Maybe this tournament a decent tryout for a couple of these players. A lot of free agents competing in this tournament since you know, there weren't many multi-seasons last season. You know, a couple multi-seasons on Team Germany. Sleepy, an owner, excuse me, but Mason already in Milwaukee. But you know, a good tryout for a lot of these players. You know, maybe a Zombie Magikarp who's looking for a starting spot somewhere. He was an MHLer last season, and you know, he's putting together a very strong performance.
Yeah, and especially with more teams being added to BHL, there's more roster spots to go around. So we'll see who actually ends up getting on these teams, and if this tournament actually being a factor for some of these GMs and some of these owners, where you know they put up good stats in MIIHF and they decide to pick them up. Even on some of these Danish players, like you said, Zombie Magikarp having a good game considering the circumstances. Even probably Caption having a good, you know, I know his team lit up 5, but he's still, I think, playing very well on defense, probably Caption. So yeah, and some of these players we'll definitely see in the BHL next season. As Maspin with a nice little pullback there into the far corner, and it's a 6th goal here for Germany as they try to Brazil Denmark.
Yeah, and honestly, as we keep saying for Zombie Magikarp, it's just kind of unfortunate. I mean, no one really on this Denmark team is going to be able to control Stam in these short-handed situations. So a lot of their players very low on Stam in that situation, just couldn't really do much. And unfortunately, that's the 23rd shot for Germany. They have 20 more shots than Denmark does.
Yeah. As you have a 1v1 here actually, so hey, good on both teams to try to make this interesting. As Jail just goes right past Boss as if he was a trading cone, and he gets his 4th goal of the game. Some people will say it's a shame for the stat pad, but I mean, the game goes on and it's 7-1 here in Germany.
100% is a shameless stat padding right there, and bots forgot rule 1 of playing a 1v1, and that's you don't let them win it forward on you. You gotta at least maybe crouch and force them to win it back. Gives you more of a chance, but a player like Jail, if you just let him hit it past you off the face-off, he's gonna score 9 out of 10 times, barring a good save from the goalie. Kind of just going through the last steps of this, going through the motions, I think is the term.
Yeah.
For the rest of this game.
Yeah, this thing was kind of taken out of this game after Germany got their second goal. But I mean, hey, at least for the Danish players that are here, you know, good on them for still sticking around. Shot there from Joe, a nice save from Magikarp. As I'm not really sure if there's like what the record is for the most shots or for the most goals, but I mean, maybe this game could top it. I don't think there's been many 1v1s in the MIIHF.
Definitely not. And the skill diff is kind of showing between a 45k and a 4.5k, as Jail's just kind of doing whatever he wants out there.
Yeah, it's just kind of more shooting practice here for Zombie Magikarp. As Lily's on the ice and Maspin's on the ice and everyone's on the ice now.
And now they have too many players.
Not really sure what happened. As you mean personally, I would have called 2 any man.
Oh, so now Willie A is skating, and they've tossed Glorious, and then maybe they're gonna try to get Willie a goal, but you know, Jail not a very selfish player, so he'll probably go for something for himself.
No, Willie was all alone too, and Joe just taking himself as he's on 8
Oh yeah,
stabs.
get him a shot here.
Oh, Willie!
No!
Wait, Willie is still trying to go.
Oh my God.
Wait, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
he shot right into the goal. Unfortunate.
He didn't get the 5-hole that he wanted, but there's a final minute and a half. Jail pass it over to
Willie!
Willie A! Oh!
Unfortunate. Big saves here from Zombie Magikarp.
Yeah, so Jail's on 5 stamp. Not sure why he's even on the ice still, but yeah, at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter. As
That's disabled crowd ambience. Section here from the referee. I don't really know what that's gonna impact.
oh!
Glorious is at the red dot. We're playing some
It's from Glorious.
Right?
It's like Manuel Neuer in that. Rated K, he's on him 10 stam himself. There's a really interesting stam situation going on. 10 stam, 7 stam, 6 stam, 3 stam.
You know,
2.
and more interesting news. I'm looking on my second monitor here. I'm seeing Farabee doing a MOG test versus Orodex, and they both scored 5s. So kind of unfortunate for those two.
Is it 5 out of 10 or what?
Yeah, out of 10.
Ah. As unfortunate for them, but the game will finally end. The Germans win 7-1 and will move on to the final 4 where they play against Finland in the first semifinal.
Oh boy, we got another game to go. Who's playing? Right, let me know.
We have the United States, who are 0-2, still with the chance, technically, if they beat the Russians by, I think, like 10 goals or something. So,
All right.
they're gonna have to come out full guns blazing if the US want to move on, but that's coming up next here on DSM.
Welcome back to the last group stage game here at day 3 of MIIHF. We only have a minute here, quickly. Team USA versus Team Russia. I'm pretty sure Lee Ferret said that this game is pretty much meaningless unless USA somehow wins by like 10 goals. But Lee Ferret, take it away. You probably know the most here.
I'm not actually sure what the first tiebreaker is. Is it head-to-head or is it goal difference?
Probably goal difference.
Goal
believe
difference,
that's
I
what it is
believe.
in
Okay,
PH.
so Russia have a goal difference of 12, and the United States have a goal difference of 1. So the US would have to win.
By
I
12.
don't know. No,
Maybe
because
12.
then
They'd have to win by a
7
lot.
or
Is
something.
is,
Yeah,
is
they'd
what,
have to
it's
win by
what we're looking at here. We're no mathematicians here on the desk, but we'll get here with a quick
Oh.
score prediction, starting with. Actually, we're gonna skip Sticks because he's a jerk. We'll
Okay.
start with Leaf. Score prediction.
I think the US have a good team, so I think they'll win, but not by that much. I think they'll win 3-1.
USA 2-1. Goes for it.
3-1 USA.
All right, and Sticks FPS does not matter. So it's a guaranteed win for Russia because all the desk pickers chose Team USA. That's how it works. But I'll take us through this game. Zaz Pixel is skating with Pluds in goal. They have 2 skaters on the ice versus Stan V and Zulis, who now only have 2 skaters on the ice with Bagel Glaze in that. So we're running 2v2 here in MIIHF. I don't really know if that's allowed, but I guess you can't really stop the teams from doing this. Yeah. They choose to do whatever they want to do. But we have Stan V now trying to take it out of his own defensive zone, but gets pressured by Quake TFA. Quake doing a couple pullbacks. Quit mid-season last season. Still signed to the Calgary Wings. He was put on a 2-season contract the offseason before as Stan V. Looking for a shot towards that short side, but Pluds has that covered up. And now Quake rips a shot towards the far side, and he scores. And USA goes up 1-0 here. A quick start for the Americans. And it'll be TBH Silence and Pang 2K on the second line. And they'll face a full line of Storm, Radium, and G-Bot. So an interesting line matchup here. Team USA only with 4 skaters, so that explains why they are doing 2v2. Still a little shocked that Pluds is the goalie, but neither here nor there. TBH Silence will line up in the dot with Radium 7. TBH Silence doing a couple pullbacks here. Has Radium 7 lost? TBH Silence looking for a shot past the blue line, but it's weakly towards the net, and a good save by Bagel Glazed. TBH Silence looking for a shot from the corner, but Storm gonna quickly dump it out. Radium will give chase to Pang. Pang up for TBH Silence, but G-Bot had that pass read. Now Storm has it, and center ice. Storm, a pass over for Radium. Radium looking for a one-timer. Can't connect his stick on it. Now he'll battle with Pang 2K. Pang wins the corner move off Radium, but then turns it over. Radium towards the slot for Storm, who rips a shot, but a good save by Pluds. A former Vesna winner, I believe. But has been a top skater in the BHL, but Storm gonna take a shot off the pass from Radium, and he slots it home. And Russia knocks us up at 1 here in the first period. As I was saying, Pluds a top skater in the BHL the past couple seasons. Will be a skater once again this season, signed to a 45K for the Carolina Cobras, but maybe getting a rep in here at goalie just for a little bit of fun. As we mentioned, Team USA 0-2 so far in the group stages. So Zulis and Stan V back on the ice for Team Russia. Successful shift for their second line, potting a game-tying goal here. Now Zulis has it in center ice. Zulis a couple pullbacks, trying to beat Quake. Quake just rips a shot on his own net, and he scores off. I don't really know what the idea there for Quake was. Or maybe he was trying to pull it back, but a great shot from Quake TFA on his own net. And Russia's going to take a 2-1 lead. not really, not a whole lot to say here. He's saying in chat, he was quoted, "I'm shooting it at you." Don't really understand why he would do that, but he did do it. Another face-off here between Zaz Pixel and Stan V, or Zaz Pow. His username is now Stan V. A quick shot from the red circle, and he catches Pluds by surprise, and they have 3 goals on 4 shots. That was a maybe taking Pluds by surprise a little bit off that shot. And rush up 3-1 here early in the first period, looking to be a high-scoring one. As now 3 skaters on the ice for Team USA: ohLuvv, who was just playing for Team Denmark, and Boogie, who is on the ice now for Russia. He's just standing still, so maybe aura farming a little bit here as his team up 2 goals. A pass out to ohLuvv. ohLuvv gets the one-on-one with Boogie. He burns past him. ohLuvv maybe looking for a pass here, but Stanvi shuts it down. Now Zazpow up for ohLuvv. ohLuvv gonna maybe send it towards the middle for Quake, but Stan, a flick P3 to dump it out of his own zone. Not familiar with flick tech. It's where you look where you want to pass it and then quickly flick back to the puck, and it kind of get weird hits like that, just like how Stanvi did. Maybe trying to go for it here again, but gets a scoop this time, and he does do some more flick tech, this time in form of a 5-hole. Now Stanvi has it. He's just going to dump up the boards for Zulus, who gives chase. Zulus pulls it back right for Quake TFA. Quake getting past Boogie, who's lagging a little bit. ohLuvv over for TBH Silence, but Radium 7 read that play well. Now Quake, an open shot from a couple steps beyond the blue line. It was easily saved by Bagel Glazed. Now Radium 7 has 2 USA defenders on him. The Russians lead 3-1 here, halfway through the first period. Storm, a good pass out for Radium 7, but he's not able to connect on it. Radium, a nice pullback. Radium looks for a shot, but a good save out in front by Pluds to cut off that shooting angle. Makes his first save since the first shot of the game. Now Radium over for Storm in the slot, but nothing doing there for the Russians. Storm towards the middle for Radium, but a good swat away by TBH Silence. Now Peng 2K. A break towards the net. He whiffs over his own shot opportunity, then whiffs again, trying to pull it back towards the middle and gives G-Bot a chance the other way. G-Bot a shot, but a good save by Pluds. Now TBH Silence looking to go up boards, but nothing doing there for the American. Now Stan has it on his own blue line. Whiffs initially, but still enough time to get a pass up for G-Bot, who rips a shot. And a good save by Pluds, and he'll hold.
It's been a very interesting game here, to say the very least. A lot of shenanigans going on. I love Little Gert, who is somehow playing for the United States right now. But yeah, I mean, hey man, they're just having fun out there, and you can't knock them for just, going out there and just having some fun.
I really hope the Russians try to get Boogie a goal here in this one. It might be a little bit difficult, but I hope they try. As Quake, a good shot from the blue line there, but a even better save by Bagel Glaze, the Season 27 Conn Smythe winner for the Cup-winning Milwaukee Muskies, and his team owner and teammate Stan V, also on this Russian team. As now Zulus looking for a couple pullbacks out of the corner, and he's just kind of clicking away at the puck around the ice, and he finds himself offsides.
I did the math that the US have to win by 7 if they want to move on, so they got to score 9 more if they want to still try and make the semifinal. But I don't know if that's gonna happen.
A big hill to climb for this Team USA. Zazpow towards the middle for TBH Silence, but nothing doing there as Boogie just freezing. He initially in chat had blamed it on the fact that the game is 1.20.4 now, but I think lag just comes from not having great Wi-Fi. I don't really know if that's a version issue. But Quake TFA just smacks Stanvey off the puck for a scoring chance, and no call from the referee here. We'll play on. So we're under 30 seconds to go pretty much here in the first. It looks like Gorius has just crouched onto the ice. I don't believe he's supposed to be there. Maybe that's not Gorius. I can't really tell. No, it is Gorius. Now he hops back onto the bench. Gorius getting some play time on the box score here for Team USA. Gbot taking it himself. Gbot looks for a shot, but it gets either he shot it towards the border or got pung away from him. But I'll do it for the first period. Team Russia up 3-1. We'll send it back up to the desk, and I'll let Lee Fret host this next segment.
Thank you, Frumpy Bear. As very interesting, I think, as one word to describe that first period. The U.S. led at the beginning, and then Russia, with the help of some of the U.S. players, are now 3-1. So I want to pass it over to Sticks here. What are your thoughts here in the first period of this game?
Thoughts, to be honest. I mean, I don't even know them watching. I'm watching some 2v2 games in the 3v3 rinks.
Thank you, Sticks. And I want to pass it over to Ghosty Ferry. If you were the U.S. right now, you need to win 10-3. You need to hold the Russians to no more goals. You need to score 9 more yourself if you want to move on to the semifinal. If you're in the locker room right now, what are you saying to your players on trying to get this 9-goal run?
For that one,
I don't know. Probably nothing, to be honest. So I don't got anything for you.
can I answer that one?
Yeah, sure.
I would just say, give me the rock. I'll handle the rest.
Okay.
There you go.
Man, you're just so tough, Sticks. After that. You know that?
Good aura farm.
Yeah, true. Good aura farm. You'll do it all yourself. It's the confidence that radiates off the desk here.
But what do you think? Let's play a little game. Who do you think is gonna get the next goal of this game? From Beaver. You have to pick anyone.
I think Gorius is just gonna start playing, and the ref might not do anything, and he'll score. If I had to truly guess.
Chelsea, French Sticks, you guys have any predictions to score the next goal?
Hopefully nobody.
Yes. I got no. Actually, I see a boogie goal.
All
I see
right,
a boogie goal.
that's it for this second intermission. I'll pass it back up to you, Frumpy Bear, to continue casting this game.
Thank you, Lee Ferret. I mean, it's only a 2-goal game, but this has somehow turned out to be more of a barn burner than last game, even though that was a blowout. At least we saw some exciting things, I guess. But 3-1 here, Russia. Start the second period here. Plud's taking the face-off, as he'll get slung back to his own net. That's probably an FOV, but we'll play on. We're not really playing for a whole lot here, as a good glove there by Plud. It's now Radium looking to feed the slot for Storm, but nothing doing there for Team Russia. Zazpal going to dump it into the Russian zone. He gives chase for Gbot. He steals it away. He sends it out toward the point for Quake. And now 5 skaters on the ice for Team USA. The whistle's going to come out from our referee. And now Team Russia is going to get a power play here in the second period.
Okay, now
Glorious was on the ice, but also I don't think they saw, I believe it was Peng 2K also jump on the ice. So I don't really know what we're expecting here from Team USA.
Yes, we'll see what the referee calls, because she did say both. There was a home and away penalty, and another home penalty. So again, I'm not really sure what's going on here.
I believe that was just a misclick of the pants. Maybe she forgot who the home or the away team was. Both teams are wearing a colored jersey. Team USA in blue and Russia in their home reds. Unless their away jersey is the red, I doubt it. But you never know.
Just to get Boogie on the ice. I'm just saying.
So it'll be TBH Silence and Quake TFA on the ice versus G-Bot, Storm, and Radium. Storm will send it up for G-Bot. Quake TFA steals it away. Quake TFA rips a shot. It's off the near post and swatted away by Bagel Glaze. And now Quake looking to go for some tech out of the corner. But nothing doing there for the Calgary wing. Radium loses it on the boards of TBH Silence, who can't get past Storm. Storm going to bring it up himself, then gets it stolen away by Radium 7. Radium then turns it over for Quake TFA. So some sloppy play coming out here. There's only one Team USA skater on the ice. It's TBH Silence, and he's going to score! Versus the 3-on-1. Short-handed on the penalty kill. Who needs teammates? Just like 6FPS said, TBH Silence going to just do it himself.
Yeah, that was what he was predicting. TBH Silence, again, like you mentioned. It was a 3-on-1. He had no backup. Not sure what the US were doing. Everyone on the bench. But TBH Silence with a really good shot. Again, from this game having a lot of shenanigans, a bit of quality here from the power play, and the US cut back down the lead to 1.
And you know, Team USA may be trolling a little bit, but they're somehow keeping it close. I don't believe this is the full team for Team Russia. If it is, it's not the best put together squad in the world. But Team USA within 1 goal now. 4:30 to go here in the second period, and you know, maybe we'll see a miracle on ice here, Lee Ferret. Stan V looking for a couple pullbacks there. I believe they call that the pizza slice. But gloved down by Plutz. He read it perfectly.
Making his case for maybe being a goalie in the BHL.
Definitely not on a 45K still. But as you know, we mentioned before, Plutz a former Vezina winning goaltender. So maybe the season after this next season, he might make the switch to goalie. Who knows? Plutz always has a moment during the offseason when he's a free agent where he wants to play goalie and then usually changes his mind. As Ilgert will take it up the boards here. He gets it past Stan V. Zaz has an opportunity but whiffs on his shot opportunity. And that Boogie has it. Loses it to Ilgert. Ilgert trying to maybe feed the slot here, but Stan V just sneaks it away. Now Zulis, a wide open opportunity. Gonna line up his shot. Nobody even close to him. And he'll score his second of the game. And Russia takes a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, shout out Boogie with the +1. He was lagging. He was in his own zone as he scored, but hey, it's still a +1. So, you know, good job, Boogie.
Two-goal advantage for the Russians. Is Russia going to be 2-1, or is this a chance at 3-0 for them?
2-1. They're 1-1 right now.
1-1. They have a good goal diff, and it's going to get a little bit better after this one.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They have a goal difference of 12, but they're 1-1. So.
Did they have a forfeit win?
No, they beat the Danish by like 10 goals. They lost to the Germans. So, yeah, I mean...
FOV called on... I didn't see who it was called on, but we have an FOV here. Stan V and TBH Silence going to line up in the dot, and I will have to say, for playing a 2-on-3, I don't think Quake and TBH Silence are doing too bad. Boogie's still kind of just standing still. I don't think he's fully with us.
Yeah, I think that's something fair you could say. I don't know if he's been with us this entire game.
And Quake TFA just jukes Zulis out of his shoes, but he whiffs on his own shot attempt. A chance to try to cut it back within 1. But you know, we all knew Quake wasn't clutch, but he finds the short side there. A P3 right off the chest of Bagel Glazed, who wasn't fully on his post. And Team USA pulls it within 1 once again.
Not really sure if TFA or if Quake wants to win or wants to not, doesn't care because he scored 2 good goals, but then also own goals, saying, you know, I'm gonna pass it back to my goalie. So
Yeah,
I'm not really sure what's happening.
If we count goals scored by the player, then Team USA is actually winning this game 4-3. If you think about it.
You know, I'm not sure if that'll help them in their case, but I mean, it might make them feel better.
Maybe. Maybe, who knows. But Peng 2K is going to win it forward. He looks for a shot. It's off the post. Centimeters away from tying this game, but it's Peng 2K, so we weren't really worried about a shot there. Even though it was wide open, no one even close to him. That was a tad bit rude. I will apologize to Peng 2K, as G-Bot almost just potted an own goal of his own. Maybe we'll see these teams start going own goal for own goal. That would be interesting to watch. Radium. Looking for the Radium special, as Mason coined it a couple seasons ago, but he's kind of useless, so I don't think we'll see anything from him. No, he would understand. You would just have to... If you knew Joey, you would know. Or Radium, sorry. Radium. Looking for a couple pullbacks here. He's kind of just goofing around at this point, I think. Oh, it's a one-timer from TBH Silence, and he scores! And Team USA ties it at 4.
And I mean, TBH Silence having a bit of a not quiet game, but underrated game. The second goal of the game. I don't know if he would have said before the game who would be the people on the team that would have the most goals. I don't know if anyone would say TBH Silence. But right now, he's tied with Quake, both having 2 goals for this USA team.
And, it's a tie game, but it still doesn't feel like Team USA is in it, if that makes sense. Just the feel of it. Team Russia, again, kind of just not doing a whole lot of anything, and they're letting Team USA stick around shorthanded.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure if they are shorthanded. There's 4 people on the bench.
No, they only have 3. High and My Name Is Rated is not on their team.
Ah, I see. And also, I
I'm pretty sure Ilgert's not on their team either. But a quick save there from Plutz. And he'll hold for a face-off in his own zone.
They just have a lot of fans.
I mean, I guess. 4-4 though, so we are tied up. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Sanvia pullback for Zulus. He whiffs over the shot. Now Ilgert maybe has a break here. Ilgert looking for an opportunity, but Zulus able to back check him. Now there are 3 Team USA skaters on the ice. Has a good save there by Plutz. T-Base Science, if he can cross it, has Ilgert wide open, but he's not able to do so. Now Peng 2K steals it off his teammate's stick. They're both fighting for the same puck. And Ilgert will turn it over to Stan. Wide open opportunity, and he pulls it back. Looking for a P3 from the blue line. And all types of shenanigans happening in this game. Ilgert, a shot! He just hits it off the outside post. Almost a chance for Team USA to take the lead here. As now Zulus pulls it into the Team USA zone. He looks for a pass towards a slot for Stan, but nothing doing there. And no one on Team USA going towards the puck. They're just letting Zulus have it scot-free. But he can't do anything with it as Ilgert trying to clear, but Stan looking for a move of his own. Stan, a shot! Oh, what a save by Plutz. Still, good pressure from Team Russia. Quake has it. Quake trying to get it out of his own zone, but Zulus able to keep it in. Zulus towards the slot, but it gets swatted away by Quake. Now Storm dumping it into the O-zone. A hit in the corner there, but Quake TFA still staying with it. Storm trying to go up first. Zulus. Quake TFA over for TBH Silence. Looks for a shot, but Stan V blocks it in front. Zez, a chance out in front, but a good save by Bagel Glaze for the slot for TBH Silence. Do you feel the magic? Team USA takes the lead with 11 seconds to go in the second period.
2BH Silence.
Do you
win.
believe in miracles?
And it might happen if we're not in Lake Placid. We are in Sweden, but the miracle might happen all the same. 2BH Silence with his 3rd goal of the game. The hats come raining down. And the U.S., even with their player that might not be able to play this game being on the ice at times, the U.S. are up 5-4 and 2BH Silence with a live game.
Down 2 goals early in the second period. 3 unanswered for the Americans. Stunting like it's 1980 here in Sweden. And TBH Silence going to dump it into the zone to end off the second period. Team USA somehow in the lead. 5-4. We'll send it back up to the desk with Lee Ferret.
Thank you, Frumpy Bear.
As we've lost 6 FPS, he got abducted. So there'll only be 3 of us. But Lee Ferret, you can still take us through this segment.
So at the end of the first, probably thinking, okay, this game's gonna just devolve into chaos. It did, but probably not the way that we thought. The U.S. rallied back, and they're now winning at the end of the second period. So, from Bear, I kind of want to bring it over to you. What happened between the end of the first and what happened in the second period to let the U.S. come back?
I mean, I don't want to say that they aren't, but it kind of feels like Russia isn't trying very hard. I mean, they've kind of just looked very sluggish, and Team USA taking advantage of it. They're still going through the motions. They're getting their sets that they want, getting opportunities that they want. TPH Silence has turned into the second coming of Jesus H. Christ, and he has 3 goals.
Yeah, I mean, a great performance there from TBH Silence. Again, maybe not someone that we expected to perform today, but 3 goals, let's say otherwise. I want to pass it over to Go-See Ferret. Yes, this Russian team is not looking great, but if there is anyone to bring him back in this game, who do you think is going to be that difference maker for them?
It's going to be Stan V. He's so talented compared to this U.S. roster that I feel like at any moment he can kind of just bust out any move that he has in his bag. But I don't know. TBH Silence might stuff him. This is a legacy game.
And I would like to say, just add that, even though we're unbiased, I think
Yes.
Team USA winning is very, very cool, considering the circumstances that they are in.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
yeah, and at the end of the third period here, I want to bring it up to both of you guys. Do you think the U.S. will hold on to win this game, or will Russia, maybe start to wake up a little bit now that they're behind?
God, I hope the U.S. wins so I can make fun of Radium and Zulus later.
Yeah. Well, the U.S. they're going to win and they're going to score another goal.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
TBH Silence is plotting 2 more this period to seal the legacy performance from him. Someone pro contract that man. Maybe, I don't know.
As well, we'll see if those predictions come true. As I'll pass it back to Frumpy Bear to, maybe talk about this possible final period of the group stage.
We love to overreact here, so I'm thinking TBH Silence superstar contract next season at some point, and we should drop Stan V to like a 7.5. That might be fair for how they're playing in this one. Quick TFA has it in his own zone. He has it now on the side of his own net. Almost turns it over for Stan for a good opportunity, but Pluds is able to glove it down. Now TBH Silence battles with Zulus on the board. Zulus wins it away from him. He's going to try to spark an opportunity the other way, but still nothing really happening for this Russian first line. As they kind of been 2v3, even though they have a third skater on the ice. No offense to Boogie, but I think he spent more of this game lagging than actually being able to do anything. As Stan V, a deep shot there, rings off the post. So it will remain 5-4 in favor of the Americans. Shots 14-10 in favor of Team Russia, though. As G-Bot with all the time in the world in his own zone. He'll bring it up, trying to go up for Zulus. Quick TFA stuffs it for the moment, but a good opportunity for Zulus again as he'll send it towards the middle for nobody. Now Zulus back out the middle for Radium. Radium back to Zulus. Zulus a shot. A great save by Pluds. Stuffing them at the doorstep. And now
That's a
Zulus.
great save there from Pluds there. Maybe, now that they're in the lead, they're trying a bit more with trying to hold on to this lead.
Now Peng2K had a great steal off of Zulus' stick. He ripped the shot, but a good save by Bagel Glaze. Now another good pull by Peng2K looking for the short side again. Some takeover from Peng2K here. as he is single-handedly beating Radium 7 and Zulus. As now G-Bot looking to clear. Peng 2K still keeping it in the Russian zone. Ilgert sends a shot towards the net, but Bagel Glaze able to clear it away at the last moment. Team USA showing so much life here in this third period. 3:42 to go. A pass. TBH Silence on his own. Nobody there. TBH Silence, what a move! And he scores again! TBH Silence with his 4th of the game. The American up by 2.
I cannot believe what I've just seen from TBH Science. He fans the easy shot, but maybe he just didn't want the easy one. He does it the hard way, and Bagel Glaze just slipping across his crease, and it eventually goes in. TBH Silence with his 4th goal of the game, and the US now lead 4-6.
And a performance I think nobody was expecting. I mean, we did all say Team USA was going to win. So maybe not that surprising, but up 6-4 here, 3:30 left in the game. Now crunch time for Russia, and a great goal by Stan V. What a good response. He pots his 2nd of the game, and just as we were getting excited for the Americans, Team Russia comes right down the ice and scores. It's 6-5. There's been 11 goals this game.
Yeah, it's definitely not. We did not expect as much of a shootout. But I mean, as Gosi Fred said, as one guy who you're gonna have to always worry about in Stan V, just reminds the Americans that, well, he might have 6, but we could very easily take the lead here with Stan V. So great move there from Stan V and a great shot. As I thought there was gonna be a goalie change. Peng 2K was in goalie here, but he went back into the bench. So now it's a 3-on-1. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Team USA going for a timeout here. I believe they're bringing Pluds out of goal. And they're putting Zaz back into goal, so now playing with an actual lineup that makes sense. So they'll have Pluds and TBH Silence out there on their 3 versus 2 line, excuse me. And Team Russia gonna take Boogie off of this line and replace him with Storm.
Yeah, so maybe the Russians are like, okay, well, they're starting to try a bit more. Let's actually have a line that makes sense as well. So Zaz picks with the actual goalie, goes in goal, and Pluds the skater goes out of goal. But I mean, even with these messed up lines, I mean, the US have still managed to score 6. So maybe with actual people in the right positions, maybe the US will score a bit more now.
Stan V wins that one forward. Pluds gets his first couple touches on the puck, and this one, it's sent out. Storm, a wide open opportunity. He can't pot it. Storm, another shot. He sent way wider than that. And Team Russia continuing some offensive zone pressure here. Stan for the slot. A good glove down by Zaz Pixel. Now Storm looking to send it back for Stan V, but nothing doing there. Pluds now has it on the boards. He wins it past Zulus. He wins it past Storm. Beats 2 defenders. Pluds, an opportunity. He sends a shot off the near post. TBH Silence back for the slot, but it gets swatted away by Zulus. Now Quake TFA on the ice for Team USA. As Zulus will push up. 2 USA defenders on it. Quake TFA, a couple pullbacks. He's content to just kill some time here behind his own net. Turns it over to Zulus. Zulus looking for the slot, but Zaz Pixel gloves it down. Now Zaz is trying to spring TBH Silence for an opportunity here. He stumbles over the puck a little bit. Quake TFA has it in his own corner. Quake going back behind his own net. He maybe feels a little bit safe back there as he'll try to spring it up for Peng 2K. Zulus for the slot for Storm. Zulus takes it himself. Zulus looking for anything, but TBH Silence clears it away. Peng trying to go up the boards here. Radium has it. Radium looking for a shot of his own here. He squeezes it through Quake TFA, but a good glove by Zaz Pixel. Or Zaz Pow, one of the two, whichever. A pass out for Zulus. He can't connect on the one-timer opportunity. Radium back for Zulus, who can't connect again. Team Russia running out of opportunities here as we're under 2 minutes to go in the period. Team USA still with the goal advantage here late in this one. Pluds out for Peng. Peng, a shot, but a good save by Bagel Glaze. Pluds, a rebound shot, and he scores! Team USA back up by 2 with 1:30 to go in the third.
And Pluds pots in his first goal of the game as immediately comes out of goal and he makes a difference here for the U.S. team. So now with the 2-goal cushion and only a minute and a half left, I mean, you got to believe that the U.S. are going to come up with 2 points here.
And a TO coming here for Russia. The ref hasn't awarded it yet. And finally, the ref will blow the whistle. So timeout coming here for the Russians. They'll get Stan, Storm, and Zulus onto the ice again. No Radium on their line stack. And Team USA is going to have Pluds, TBA Signs, and Quake TFA out there. An interesting choice by the Russians. You feel Radium might be a better player to put out here in a goal-scoring opportunity than maybe a Storm or a Zulus, but I assume Stanvey taking control of the lines here for Team Russia. 7-5, excuse me. Team USA in the lead. Russia with a 3-shot advantage, 18-15. But some good goaltending from Team USA and some inspirational offense from the Americans lead them to have a 2-goal lead here late in the third period. Quake trying to go up for TBH Silence, who has 4 goals for Team USA. What a performance from him. Quake springs TBH Silence for Pluds, but Bagel Glaze swats it away. Stan V now fighting with Pluds in the corner. Storm out for Zulus on the blue line, but nothing doing there. Pluds, TBH Silence, there's number 5! Like I predicted, it's TBH Silence with his 5th of the game. A legacy performance from the non-HLer. And Team USA, under a minute to go, a 3-goal advantage. It won't be enough to send them to the playoffs, but a great performance from the Americans here in their final game.
Yeah, I mean, if only they didn't concede 5, right now they need to win by 7 if they want to move on. I mean, there's only a minute left. I don't think they'll get, I can't do the math, I know it's very simple, arithmetic, but again, TBA Silence with 5 goals in 1 game. That is what the MIIHF is all about.
As Stan and Pluds will battle, this game pretty much over in favor of the Americans. But as we mentioned, no chance at the playoffs here for Team USA. There's just not enough time left. TBH Silence was looking for number 6. He looked for a play out of the corner, but Stanvey had it read well. It's just like 1980. Lee Ferret as TBH Silence looks for another goal here. A great upset here against a playoff team. Or maybe Team Russia doesn't make the playoffs off of this loss. I don't really know the standings off the top of my head. I apologize.
The US have to win by 7 for goal difference.
Did Team Russia already clinch playoffs?
No, they'd both be tied at 4 points.
But
So
do
right now-
you believe in miracles? Yes! Team USA knocks off the Russians here 8-5 in the last game of our group stages. And we got playoffs coming up tomorrow.
Yep.
An exciting day of games ends in a absolute cinematic performance by the Americans. But that will do it for tonight. It's about 10 p.m., so 2 hours of games, 2 hours of some exciting performances. But that'll do it for the MIIHF group stage. I've been Frumpy Bear, joined by Lee Ferret in the booth, Ghosty Ferret, Sticks FPS, and a couple other friends on the desk. And we're going to sign off here on BSN. Come back tomorrow for the playoffs.